spiral, basically we weight shift and we add brake. As the intensity starts to come up, what I do is I look at the low wingtip, the side I'm giving brake on in general, and start to look up. As I look up, I can see where the glider is in relation to the horizon. As the intensity comes up on the spiral, I generally kind of sit back to flatten the seat. The glider kind of wants to force you back flat. Don't fight that. Let it go flat to kind of make sure you don't go too fast. As you start straightening out to flat, it may want to come out, so you may have to hold some brake on. As the intensity keeps going, you want to link up with the outside brake also, and use whichever brake you want to control the intensity at whatever level you want. Then as you decide to come out, you're going to ease out of the inside brake slightly. If that isn't making it start to swing out immediately, a little outside brake and weight shift for a moment. But as soon as you feel the glider really making a change and starting to come out, let off those outside brake inputs and weight shift. And back to center. And then as you see you're going to swing up and you would swing out of it, you can go back into it for a smoother exit, which is an option. Or you can just stay flat on the seat, let the glider surge out, wait for the glider to move overhead. As it comes overhead and moves out front, add a little brake as soon as it stops and you swing under release, of course. Learning spirals on your own, people have a tendency to only use inside brake and weight shift. And that works, but it can get you into a faster spiral than you want, and you're not exhibiting control with the outside brake. You got to realize that you've got a couple things going on when you're spiraling. You've got gravity, which we're used to. It's holding us under the wing. As we cause these turns, we start to swing our body out with centrifugal force. When you simply just let off the brake, which works often, you're in that spiral, you're leaving your body right then at the mercy of whatever forces is stronger. Often it's gravity, so you'll swing right out of it. But if you had gotten going really, really fast, and you're weight shifting and you just let off and you kind of forget the weight shifts in, you may have more centrifugal force than gravity, and it may actually keep going or accelerate or linger in the spiral for a little while. So having you always kind of go back to center in the seat, link up with the outside brake and fly the glider wherever you want, prevents you from getting into a bit of a stable spiral, and it also prevents you from going faster than you want. Once you've linked up with the outside brake, if you want to go faster, we'll let off at weight shift and add more inside brake for a while, but then always kind of level back out and check the intensity and keep it going if you're into it, or come out of it if you want. And what we're going to do is, this is going to be fun. I don't normally do round spirals, but we're going to do symmetric spirals, round spirals. A spiral without rhythm, which is going to be difficult for me, but there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do it with just inside brake, application and releasing, or you can come into it and then adjust with outside brake and bits of weight shift. So let's do it with just inside brake. When we're using the inside here, we're turning, it's starting to speed up, and we would just let off, and gravity's going to pull us out of it. If we do nothing, we'll swing out the other way. The glider will move forward, we link up, and then hands up. Not a problem. Now there is a way to make it exit a little smoother, and that's by going back into it. We'll try that. Weight shift, we're adding inside brake. As it dies, if we add more, it's going to increase. We're going pretty fast, we let off. And then as we go up, we turn again. And it feels not quite as severe. Now, what we'd really like you to feel really nice in a spiral, you need to get going with the inside brake like we were, but then add some outside brake to feel the glider. Let's try that. We're weight shifting, we're looking at it, adding brake. It speeds up, we add more brake, and then we link up with this one, and we can control where we're at using either brake. If I use it, you see how it could bring us out. Now if we go up, we'll steer back into it, and that makes it feel nice, although it's not necessary. Now if we go around fast without using outside brake, the outside tip will get loose. Let's try that. We'll go around. You see how that outside tip's getting funky? And it G's you out, it just doesn't feel good. So that's why we like to use link up with the outside brake. Like this, we'll do it again. And it just starts to happen automatically to me. And then you feel it, and you realize you're coming out and out. We'll let it come out, we'll let it move forward, then we'll link up, and then hands up. No big deal. Okay.
Very interesting. That one that I decided to go around fast without using outside brake put a lot of strange force on me as well, throwing me outward as it does. So linking up with that outside brake, you feel the sense of control and be aware where your weight shift is in the spirals and all that. So maybe we can do a bit of an interesting landing here now. And we have some of the altitude we had dreamt for before. And nice. Woo. That was fun.
Regular round spirals, always go back to flat in the seat to check the intensity, and you want to link up with the outside brake and fly the guide wherever you want.